Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin. You may notice that we are back in the town of Silver Glen?
Not today, Ramon.
Right? Yeah, Silver Glen. We're gonna go talk to Brandon here. I've been just in town selling some things and I ran into him. So I want to talk to him a little bit. So I'm gonna say, he says, "How now, pal of mine? Tell me about yourself. Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one-pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks, and now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you may be able to help speed my retirement plan along. Let's hear the details. I must say I'm also intrigued." Oh, I knew a source hunter would perk up at the sound of a challenge. Let's discuss your retirement plan. Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of my days in comfort. The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's cave, much less make off with the stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter, you can sniff out the point of any mystery, so let's make a deal. You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silver Glen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water. I wouldn't wish to rot on my worst enemy, though, so let me give you something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps the rot's ill effects at bay. So tell me more about the Troll King. Apart from Gungear's stature and incurable case of the uglies, he's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea and fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put up those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine the hills himself for 5 times the reward. I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damn bridges, haven't they? Further questions. What do you know about the rot? Rot, you're a curious little fellow, aren't you? Ask around, half the men here have a brother who died from it, the other half were cured by that cult. What can you tell me about tenebrium? A strange sort of substance discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamoring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds. Do you know anything about a miner named Ben? I remember him well, a decent man, strong back. With something of a funny accent, no? He managed to leave Silvergun alive, but as I recall, the symptoms of the rot were already upon him. And what do you know about the Immaculates? That circus rolled into town shortly after tenebrium was discovered. Some freak woman with a freak gemstone managed to cure the rot by some strange magic and convinced most of the locals that she were the conduit of the goddess of some tripe. What are the goblins doing here? Lawrence actually invited those bug-eyed creeps here himself. The miners were dropping like flies and the goblins had more of a natural tolerance for the work. Little did they know they'd overrun the place in a matter of months.
Until we meet again.
So he wants us to find the Troll King's treasure.
How's business for you, anyway? Swell enough, swell enough. Would be better if you'd glance in my direction, though.
Okay, so we gotta bring it back for the reward.
Waiting for a particular plan of mine to pan out.
Try and,
My friend Richard.
let's discuss the retirement plan. So you found the tenebrium, a grand feeling to have bested the king of trolls in it. Hand over the blighted stuff and you'll be privy to every damnable secret this place has been hoarding. Let's give the tenebrium and learn the secrets of Silver Glen. That's right. I'm also very interested to learn what Brandon has to share.
Thank the gods we've learned to handle this ore properly.
Sakes alive, I knew I could count on you. Now it's my turn to make good. I'll be happy to share with you the not-so-little secrets of these mines. Tell me the secrets of tenebrium in Silver Glen. For starters, Source Hunter, you already know that this is a volatile material. What you might not know is that there is ways to handle it that can diminish or even prevent its negative effects. All it takes is a little know-how. Here, I'll show you. And if you're ever looking for a full cure, I'd recommend visiting the Immaculate Chapel. Nod your way through their little sermons and they'll give you access to special mineral that can heal even the worst case of rot. Now there's a handy bit of information, but the real secret is yet to come. My friend Lawrence, the bloke from the mining guild, ordered dozens of men to extract tenebrium from these here mines, knowing full well that doing so was as good as sending them to their deaths. Beasts of burden, he called the miners and said that the guild would turn a profit quicker if the men mined the stuff lickety-split before the rot ran its full course. I've got here a letter from the mining guild to Mr. Lawrence himself, proving everything I've claimed. You can have the damn thing. I've sat on the secret long enough. There. It's yours. I'll take my leave.
Until we meet again.
So now we are free and clear of tenebrium poisoning. We also can use tenebrium weapons. Like that one, which is very pretty. But is it better than what I'm currently
Do you believe
using?
in the gods, baby?
No,
'Cause you're
but
the
kind
answer
of.
to all my
We do want Tenebrium weapons for later. That just is a thing. But for now, it's not a huge deal. I have lots of junk. I tried to sell some stuff at one of the stores. Like, we have lots of gold. I have 42,000 gold on her. I have 32,000 on him, 17 on him, and 8 on her. She obviously hasn't sold a lot of stuff. She's not really my,
Half as dumb and twice as mean.
Oh, let's talk to Beardalter. It's not easy to understand this, Lawrence. He had food, clothes, and gold enough. How could he let others die so he could gain more? In Home Forest, we killed to eat or to protect ourselves. What reason could Lawrence have to take more than he could use, and let his fellows die for it too? His actions were as good as murder. He has no place among civilized men. I actually really do believe that. His kind are a tumor on a healthy body. The only thing to be done is to treat the overgrowth before it spreads. We're gonna kill him. Now, let's go talk to the person that's looking for the murder proof, which I think is in here, where I was trying to sell stuff. So this guy actually over here had 15,000 gold. I cleaned him out almost instantly. And now we have to find someone else with money. So you need help proving Lawrence knowingly encouraged the miners to handle Tenebrium. Ow. Ow. So you're bringing the results? Let's show her the letter incriminating Lawrence. At least Nadia will know exactly why her husband died and who's to blame. You have a letter from the mining guild? Let me look. They tell Lawrence to keep mining Tenebrium. They say that they make him rich if he comply. The filthy pig. Mi voyages il petrino doma sur la dorso del camelo caj riprosi si forte. I knew he was guilty. I knew he was to blame for Ben's death. I'll strangle him with my own 2 hands.
Seppi, come quickly. What? My mother put ghost of father to peace.
I gotta watch what's gonna go on here. I gotta make sure she's safe. She's going to confront a dude who has no qualms about killing people. So let's make sure that goes well for her. Also, I just realized my warrior is like 6.5 feet tall. He's huge. So, Mr. Lawrence, is it true then? May Zalmoxis dry your socks upon your mother's gravestone. Oh, what are you going on about, you crazy old witch? I know for truth you bring workers to mine to extract Tenebrium, and that you do it knowingly. They will die of rot. Greedy man, Molasto Rapel. You kill them to fill your own pocket. Look, you're confused. You're ranting. Clearly there's no reasoning with you. So what say you take this rather expensive token and agree to keep your little delusions to yourself? 1,000 gold for my husband's death? Tell me, Source Hunter, does this man bring me for an idiot? I'd be appreciating your advice before I strangle him right here and now. Nadia should shout Lawrence's guilt from the rooftops. He doesn't deserve better after what he's done. That's right. I'm sure all those miners will have done more than a little to say... Sorry, will have more than a little to say to the man who effectively killed their comrades. Ah, yes, that's the spirit. Too bad for you, Mr. Lawrence, High Priest of Illiterati? Yeah. Remember, my darling Ben, when Mob rips you to pieces. Wait, this is between you and me. There's no need to involve the rest of those cretins. They'll believe anything. Wait, Miss Nadia, wait.
Until we meet again.
You are so dead, dude. Friends, miners, listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was a greasy snake, but now I have proof of his crime.
Greasy snake. But now I have proof of his crime. I know none forget so many who die of rot when Tenebrium was found. But do you know that Lawrence knew of rot and sent you and your brothers to mine anyway? He sent my husband to his death, and he sent you to yours. How is justice taste, Mr. Lawrence?
Source Hunter, please, you're a compassionate soul, are you not? You wouldn't let these pick-swinging apes swarm me, would you? I'm a man of many mistakes and even more regrets, but surely no one deserves to be ripped to shreds by the masses. After what Lawrence has done, the crowd deserves their shot at him, honestly. Perhaps Lawrence will get a glimpse of empathy for the innumerable miners he sent to their early deaths. No, please, Source Hunter, you can't let them do this. Oh, what a fool I was to execute the guild's demands. It's the guild you ought to be after, not me. I'm merely the messenger. Please, please. Oh, hear that, Lawrence? That's the sound of the scales of justice tipping in our favor. I suggest you say your prayers, but I doubt you have a soul left to pray for.
Until we meet again.
Show that Bonadora Bracco what you think of him.
Trial, verdict, and execution in a matter of minutes.
It seems these immaculates have more on their minds than due process.
was quick. I need a moment to reflect.
You right on my day. I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
Compassion is the true heart of our mission, and a banner I'm glad to fight for. With such a display of empathy, I find myself drawing closer and closer to your kind soul. Aww. There's romancing going on. Can we loot this guy's house? I mean, he's not alive, so... Yes, we can. Nice. I'm gonna take all of your stuff now, thank you. Guess he's not gonna be using that. Nor this. Nor the arrows, which I'm gonna steal. Cursing arrow, explosive arrow. Dude, a lot of arrows. That's really it. That's all I need. What's that? Some sort of empty bottle. Oh, I just looted garbage. Anything in the bookshelves? Nope. Nope. Alright. I guess we're out of here then.
If I had a star for every time you brighten my
So,
I'd have a
I
galaxy.
would like your guys' opinion on that particular situation. Do you believe that Lawrence deserved to be executed like that? What the hell is my character doing? What are you doing? Anyways, I'm gonna go find another shop because we're still, you know, desperately close to full. No. Everyone gather up. Now we can go to Cecile North Gate. We're gonna sell some junk. We're not gonna be doing too much more in this mission, or in this video. Just a bunch of, I guess we have 20 minutes left, so hopefully we'll get some stuff done. But we really do need to sell some junk because we are just loaded to the brim. Half my people have like 4 pounds left they can carry. And most of them aren't strong, like they don't have huge weight capacities, but even so, we have a lot of stuff kicking around that we should probably think about getting rid of if we're not going to use.
Let's see. Halibut.
Well, it's been a while since I've heard
Tomatoes.
her. Tomatoes. Robot voice. Do you have any money? Oh, vegetable vendor has some cash. Excellent. Let's take a quick look. What do we got here? So we haven't... Oh, we have identified this. We haven't identified these. Those are our normal boots. We don't need that. I'm not sure if we need that, but I don't think we do. We have a lot of crafting books too. Anyways, let's look at... Oh, no. I would like my money for that. Thank you. Next person. Beardolter. That is sellable. That's pretty sellable. That's very sellable. Get rid of that. That's worse than hers by a lot. That's worse than hers by a lot, but that puts us over. But close enough. 42 attitude.
Until we meet again.
Next person, next merchant that has money. How much do you got? 96 bucks, so nothing.
Until we meet again.
Alright. You usually have some fair amount of cash on you, so 9 grand, that's pretty good. That is clearly worse than the other one I just looked at, so let's get rid of it first. Now, back to her. So she has some more things to sell. That I do want to sell. It's a nice plate, don't get me wrong, but mine is currently better. And no one else has the strength even remotely close to wear that. Let's get rid of that. And that. And that. Possibly keep those, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure about... No, never mind. Dex telekinesis, not really useful with a high strength character. And that's 10,000, so we're already way over our limit. Let's take a look at what they got. Do you have anything useful? I don't want you to have that much extra money. I guess that's pretty good. We got 3 attitude for that. Anybody else got cash? I'm just wiping out the economy in this area. I mean, really, I am. That's what I'm doing. I have not bought anything from this town in a long time. And I've just cleaned them all out of gold. That's what I've done. There's not going to be any money left in this place. That's garbage. That's fairly garbagey. That's also garbagey. That's garbage. Perception is actually not bad for him, so maybe not so garbagey. Get rid of that. That's not identified. That's fine the way it is. Spiked belt, can get rid of that. Not sure what my... I'm not really sure how my, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? My amulets are shaping up right now, so we'll figure that out later. Let's get rid of some of this. Alright, next person. Oh, Jahan's got a bunch of unidentified garbage to do. Does he have anything non-garbagey? Oh, he has tons of gray stuff to throw out. That's too much. Back going up? That's close enough. Everyone's liking us because we're just taking shitty deals for us.
No one has as many.
I wonder if the mayor has money. Will he buy stuff from us? That's all we're gonna do is just like crawl around town. Basically robbing everybody of all the gold. Hey,
My friend
hey you.
returns.
What kind of mayor are you? You have $100? You're the worst
Until we
mayor
meet
ever.
again.
Or possibly the best mayor. That means you're not stealing money from your town, so... I'm gonna say that you're actually a good mayor for not having tons of money. Maybe it means you're not super corrupt. It's possible. Not super likely, but it's definitely possible.
About face.
I'm glad we killed Lawrence. I wonder if that has any ramifications in the story later on. It probably does. Alright, let's see if Aureus, the Legion Commander, has any money for us.
My friend returns.
$600 is not anything.
Until we meet again.
Does Arhu have any money? Or possibly the Quartermaster of the Legion might have some money too. I think he's in the other building though. You're kind of creepy, Arhu, though. Your weird cat fetish is kind of disturbing.
Until we meet again.
I guess we're pretty much out of stuff to do in terms of selling. We'll check the Quartermaster hut, which I think is the second floor of this place. Or was it the basement of this place? It might be the basement of this place. Or is that the prison? Ah, life is hard. I don't remember which one's which. Do you have any money, Legionnaire?
There.
No.
Until we meet again.
I like how this guy led us into the thing and we stole the entire stores.
Returns. Until we meet again.
Okay, nothing here. Wait, what's that? Oh, Adventurer's Guide again. Alright, let's check the last building here and then we'll head back to Silverglen. I'm sure there's more quests and stuff to do. It's a cook, so I'm not guessing he's not super useful. Maybe. How much money could a cook have? That's an excellent question. One I don't have an answer to. They have no money. None. Quartermaster, do you have any money?
My friend returns.
7 grand, there we go. That'll sell a couple things. Mostly these white items we have tons of sitting around. I wonder if there's any use for the monstrous amount of gold I've saved up in this game. Do I have anything that's worth sort of 800-ish? There we go. Alright, good enough.
Until we meet again.
Alright, we're going to quickly identify the new items we got, and then we're going to head off. So let's sort by type, so that we can easily determine... Oh, I meant on her. But him works too. Let's see. So identify that. Identify that. And that. That. I'm not going to keep saying in that because that's just silly. It's a lot of things. Apparently I collected a lot of junk. It might not be junk. It might be something good. But traditionally from my loot gathering experience, it's going to be all junk. Every last piece. So let's identify some of this. Bartering and earth resistance, kind of junky. That is actually a really nice amulet though. Okay, I changed my mind. Found a good amulet. That is garbage. so-so. That's garbage. I think that's worse than my current one. Garbage. Garbage. What's that? Oh, maybe useful. No, well, maybe. Nope. What's this? That's possibly fancy, but we'll see. I think mine's better though. Perception, no. Just no. No. It's kind of good, but not. That's. Ugh. Why do they have sneaking? What character has sneak and strength? Leadership. Ugh. That's a crappy staff. So we got a good amulet. That's about all we got. That poniard might be good. Might be better than hers actually. Give that to her. Give that to him without question. That's just clearly better. There's not even a question about that. Where did it go? It's so much better, in fact, that I'm actually pretty impressed. Alright. Oh, that's an item we need to ID. Sort by type. Anything else on here? Some boots. And that's not it, because there's a staff as well. I really want to try out the Tenebrium axe. It does so much Tenebrium damage, and I don't know if that's good or bad. Is the Tenebrium thing like a... Oh, it is. More powerful Tenebrium weapons. Okay, so we might want to keep that. Keep some ability points for that one. Because we do want to be able to slam people with Tenebrium weapons, because that would be awesome. Let's ID this stuff and then we'll move on. Ew, that's awful. Not really good. Man, we have just had the worst luck ever. In terms of items. We got one good item out of that whole thing. I should go craft some items, maybe. I don't know how, though. So sort by type. We still have more things to identify. That's it now? For real this time? Good. Let's check out some boots. That's a lot of hit points, but not anything else. No. Nope, nope, nope. Do you have anything before we move on? She never collects a loot, really. Oh, I might have lied. Might have been preemptive on that one. Okay, so she collected one loot. That dagger she's wearing actually has very low damage compared to the poignard that we got. But the reason might be because it's how many levels above us? 2 levels above us currently. So it takes double the attack time. That being said, it's actually still better because it does way more than double damage. So I think I'm gonna suck it up. I'll take the extra thing. It does just so much more damage that it's totally worth it. Alright, now what's my quest today? Where am I going? We're wearing homesteads former. Okay. Oh, we have to go back and talk to the White Witch. Okay. Let's go back to the end of time and talk to the White Witch one more time. Apparently she hasn't told us where to go, but I'm gonna guess that it's back to the Silver Glen area. I think we have to become part of the... Oh, good God, no. Hey, does the White Witch sell things? Or not Middix? Hey, wait a minute. Whoa, stop. All of you little shitty imps that are everywhere. Do you have money?
It's you.
Getting along alright? Yeah, he's fine. Better than a jail. Oh, this is the guy we saved. Never mind. Let's talk to him. Oh, you. It's you again. About that pot of tea. I was just having a look about, but it seems we've neither a kettle nor cup, nor water nor leaves, nor any of the lot. I tried asking Master Zigzags, but he's quite lost in his own world, isn't he? Getting along alright? Yes, quite fine. Much better than a goblin-infested jail, this is. Though I must say, I do miss the hum and the clank of the blood devils, the churn and crunch of metal. It's in an imp's blood after all, but stars are nice, too. Cold, remote stars off in the distance. What do you make of this place? Oh, it's nothing a few furnaces and gears couldn't improve. Our Master Zigzags may have forgotten imp's work, but you hear me, it's in our blood.
Bye for now.
Well, we saved his life, I guess.
Very good.
the source hunter is back.
Why don't you have any money?
But only for now.
You're a witch, you should have money, right? You don't have a thing. What's next? How do we stop Leandra? You must venture into the inner sanctum of one of the sacred immaculate temples in Lucula Forest. Leandra has hidden it well, but within its deepest depths you'll find a hidden library. What's inside I cannot say, but I know something of great value to her is kept inside. How can I find this sanctum? The Immaculates are no invention of Leandra's. The styling yourself as a so-called conduit is, I must say, rather they're clever. They were an ancient religious group, countless sorcerers among them, numbering hundreds of thousands before the death of Brachus Rex and the abolishment of Source. Leander's little cult has retaken the Immaculate's banner and repurposed the ancient Immaculate temples after their own fashion. The temple you must find is particularly well hidden. You have to become an Immaculate yourself in order to gain access to it. If the time comes you must reveal yourself as imposters, you'll have many an impassioned foe to face. You'll know you've reached the right temple when you meet the priest who calls himself Mangoth. He protects the blood. It is he who you must ultimately defeat. Let's discuss the church. We need to learn more about Leandra's operations. I've seen mere flashes of what she's planning, but her operation seems to be growing at an alarming rate. If we want to learn more about this cult, the so-called Immaculates, you'll have to join their ranks and explore as deeply as their elite, or into their elite as possible. Okay. So we're off to that town now. I want the last chest. One in each of the realms. Okay, we'll figure that out later. One thing I want to do before we move on. There's a stash. And I know there's a stash. Because obviously we've been here before. And I really, really want to put some of my weapons I don't want to ever sell, like these cool, unique weapons. I'm not going to sell them because they're cool and I just have tons of money anyways, it doesn't really matter. So let's go with those, and then who else has elite weapons around? Or unique weapons, I should say. I'll put the bloody dagger in there, why not? What is that? Oh, it's the Tenebrium hammer. That does so much damage. That might be better than his, actually, the hammer. Now. I don't think you're done. You still have a spear or something kicking around, don't you? I don't know why I keep saying kicking around. That is not going to be my new catchphrase. I refuse. Did I sell one? Oh, there. Brachus' thing. And the Impaler. I just don't like to sell unique weapons. It's just a thing. I don't think I've sold any yet. I mean, I'd have a hard time doing it in The Witcher, and I don't even have like a stash for the millions of uniques I find, or relics I guess they're called in that game. Now, what's that? Oh, it's Fire Essence, gotcha. Should I give you some of my mage? Oh, they're just ingredients. Okay, they're nothing super big. Where'd that hammer go? So it does just way more damage. It's just, there's not even a, I mean I lose speed and I lose some crit, but, and some hit points. But it just does way more damage. We'll give it a shot anyways. We should bump up our speed next time anyways. Our next level, next time we get another ability point. What level are we now? We're level 14, so we're getting closer to where we need to be. That is a cool looking hammer though. Look at that. Look at that beast of, turn around. Look at that beast of a hammer. It's not even magical, it just does tons of damage. Let's go to Silver Glen now, I guess. We're almost out of time on the video. We spent all of it, you know, shopping. And looking around for Tenebrium cures and stuff. But now we're good to go. I think that's going to be the end of our video, actually. We're going to go into the rest later on. So, let's go talk to, well, I guess in the next video we'll go talk to Lake and figure out how to join the cult. That's our next big mission. So, like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to go on, become an Immaculate, and hopefully get to the bottom of all this madness and chaos. I'll see you guys in the next video.